Hello, I'm Christine Townley. Welcome to the Thai massage video. I have been practicing Thai massage since 1992 and am the founder of the Sussex Thai Massage School. I am an experienced teacher and teach accredited diploma courses. Traditional Thai massage has many techniques, including gentle muscle stretching similar to yoga. The other main component, which originates from China, is acupressure. This is slow moving thumb pressure along the Zen energy lines. The unique dynamic flowing sequence of the yogic stretches combined with acupressure and soothing techniques of palm pressure unlock the physical and emotional tension often inflicted by a busy lifestyle. Patterns of gentle rocking and rhythmic palm pressure ease the body into a deeply relaxed state which benefits the mind, body and spirit. It creates a free flow of energy throughout the body, releasing any blockages and restores balance, health and harmony. The result is an opening of the body which leaves one feeling both relaxed and energized at the same time. This unique form of oriental bodywork dates back to ancient times, over 2,500 years ago. Thai massage has its roots in India, and many of the stretches resemble the Indian yoga postures, and there is a Ayurvedic influence. It is believed Thai massage arrived in Thailand at the same time as Buddhism. When Thailand was overrun by Burma in 1767, some of the ancient texts of Thai massage were destroyed. King Rama III had the surviving texts inscribed into the walls of the Phra Shetapron temple, also known as Wat Po in Bangkok. These inscriptions can still be seen today, showing Zen energy lines and acupressure points, and many questions arise from them. The legendary founder is Jivaka Kumabaka, a doctor from northern India and a friend of the Buddha. He is respected and honoured by the people of Thailand as the father of medicine. There is a spiritual element to Thai massage, and the practitioner silently recites a short prayer known as Wai Kru ceremony in Pali, the ancient Buddhist language, before commencing the massage. This is to honour the founder and wish the client good health and release from all illnesses. Most schools today recite the prayer each day to honour and thank the founder. Buddhist monks traditionally performed this dynamic massage in temples known as Wats in Thailand as a means of invigorating the mind and body. It was and still is today taught orally in Thailand with little text and was passed down through families. Nyad Boran, as it is known in Thailand, means ancient massage and reflects the four divine states of mind of Buddhist teaching. These are loving kindness, compassion, fortune for others, and equanimity. It is important to incorporate these into your massage. Given with loving kindness, metta, the Buddhist philosophy, and spirit, rather than in a mechanical, technical, or forceful way, it will be emotionally, physically, and spiritually uplifting for your client and yourself. Working with awareness and a concentrated mind creates the intuition to energy balancing and sympathetic sensitivity for the client's needs and reactions. Thai massage is part of a traditional Thai medicine, which can include herbal compresses, meditation, and nutrition. Although it is more common now that just the massage is used in Thailand and here in England. The massage you will see me demonstrate is Northern style massage, which is usually less invasive and vigorous than Southern style massage, and the Northern style usually has more stretching. Thai massage has evolved enormously over the last 10 years in Thailand and here in England and in the United States. Hayley, my client, is very flexible, and whilst Thai massage can be used on people regardless of their size or flexibility, be aware you may only be able to lift or stretch some clients a little. Ask your client for feedback of the amount of pressure until you learn how to feel the amount of pressure required with more practice and experience. Be very aware of your client's facial and body reactions to help determine the amount of pressure and adjust accordingly. You should use slow, progressive pressure, going as deep as possible. It should be deep so that it is effective, but not too deep so it causes pain. When stretching or applying pressure, work slowly until you feel the point of resistance and then stop. If you went further than this resistance, you would take your client beyond the pain threshold and comfort and safety boundaries. Each client is unique in their response to pressure. The depth of touch should be sufficient so that the pressure is felt as real, although it should not produce pain. It should not hurt or be forceful. Vigorous stretching can cause injury. However, too little pressure would not produce an effective massage. Adjust your pressure according to the size, flexibility and needs and facial reactions of your client. The key is to stretch and lengthen muscles all over the body in a compassionate, slow, flowing, rhythmic style. Your movements should instill trust in your client so that they can let go rather than tense up. It should be an enjoyable experience for both client and practitioner. Let your breath flow with the client's breath and movements. If you're a beginner, take each section one at a time and omit the more advanced movements which require balance and more experience. Choose techniques which are suitable for your client's physical ability and needs, and which you are comfortable with applying. If you have experience, you will be able to condense the treatment down to the minimum time of 1.5 hours or 2 hours. And no section should be admitted in total, so it should include every part of the body. This video or DVD is for people with or without experience of Thai massage. However, if you wish to become a practitioner, it is necessary to take a professional diploma course. Palm pressure is applied using both hands together with a forward rocking movement using your body weight. Work with your arms straight. This technique is often used to open or close a movement. Butterfly palming is applying pressure with both hands together, and when you're working up the spine, ensure that you allow space between the heel of the hands so that you're not pressing on any bone. And it's important to ask the client to breathe out when working the back. You're pressing down on the out breath. Palm press walking is applied with the hands alternately, with a side-to-side rocking movement, leaning your body weight into one side and then transferring your weight to the other side. Thumb pressing is applied with both thumbs together, going slowly and deeply until you feel the resistance. Ensure you use the ball of the thumb and keep your thumb joint tight. Thumb presses are also used on the feet and shoulders. Ensure your nails are short. This is thumb press walking along the energy lines. As one thumb presses in, the other follows and presses in. Thumb circles are applied with a gentle circular rotation. It is often used on the hands, fingers and bones, and often on the shoulders to release any tension and stagnation in that area. Palm circles are used on the abdomen as a relaxation technique before and after working with deeper pressure. It's a very slow, continuous circling movement with very gentle pressure. Finger circling is gentle pressure applied with the 3 middle fingers, and this is a relaxation technique often used on the shoulders and areas of congestion. I'm pressing down with the underside of my forearm and then rolling, applying pressure near to the elbow. This technique is used on the feet and often on the shoulders. It's a very powerful technique. I'm pressing down here with my elbow and then relaxing and taking my arm forward to release the pressure slowly. This is a very powerful movement. Ensure you watch your client's facial reactions. Make a loose fist and ensure your wrists are relaxed, and make a slow knocking movement with your fingers. The contact should be with your fingers below the joints. Chopping. Ensure you keep your fingers apart and apply pressure with your little fingers and keep your elbows apart. This is very good for improving the circulation. Here I'm kneading, which again is another relaxation technique. I'm using the thumbs and also my fingers. to release any stagnation or congested areas. Before you commence, ask your client to remove any jewellery. Complete a health questionnaire to include questions from the contraindications and general health and lifestyle questions. Ensure the environment is peaceful working environment. Use cushions for support where necessary. Ensure you never press on any bones and avoid working too close to the knee and groin areas. Use a futon mattress or foam padding for your client to lie on. Ensure you have cushions to support your knees when working as a practitioner. I've placed my hands together in prayer position and I'm saying the prayer silently to myself in Pali language. Wishing the client good health and any illness will be released. This also gives you time to centre yourself. I'm then rubbing my palms together to warm my hands and then placing them above the ankles before making initial contact. Very important, this slow initial contact. Working the feet grounds the client's energy, and we always commence on the feet. Palm pressing, opening the feet out to the sides, using both hands together, keeping your elbows straight and using your body weight with the movement in a forward rocking way. Transferring to palm walking, transferring my weight from one side to the other. This is a relaxing movement, and then walking up the inner calves, ensuring you're not pressing on any bone. Gently cupping the knees, a gentle rotation clockwise and anti-clockwise. Continuing walking up towards the groin, never working too close to the groin or close to the knee. Rocking from side to side with my body weight. Rotating the knees again. And returning down the calves. This is a relaxing opening movement. Walking the feet and finishing like we started with 3 palm presses. All 6 points are between the ball of the foot and the hard heel pad. Point 1 is 2 and 3 are in line with toe 3. Working very close to the hard heel pad. Point 4, 5 and 6 are in line with the big toe. That's one round, and then the second round, thumb pressing close to the ball of the foot. Point 2 is in the centre of the foot, and point 3 just above the hard heel pad. Point 5 just above the hard heel pad in line with the big toe. Point 5 opposite point 2. And point 6 just below the ball of the foot. Repeating again all 6 points. Ensure you use the ball of the thumb and take and open the feet out to the side as you're thumb pressing, using your body weight. keeping the arms and back straight. Palm walking in between the movements. Thumb pressing in the centre of the hard heel pad just below, and then I'm thumb pressing along towards the big toe. And when I get to the ball of the foot, I'm going to change to thumb circles. And I'm pressing the tips of the toes to finish. Pressing again just below the hard heel pad in the centre, and then working along to toe 2. Thumb pressing, changing to thumb circles. And this is repeated on the other toes. This is stimulating the energy flow and working the internal organs of the body. Using the body weight and pressing down when you're thumb pressing to open the feet out to the sides with a forward rocking movement. It's essential when doing a Thai massage to complete some of the footwork, which helps to ground the client's energy and work the internal organs and relax the client before going into some deeper work. Palm walking the feet in between the movements. Thumb pressing between the ankle bones in the centre of the foot. You'll feel a depression, and then I'm going to thumb circle between the tendons of the big toe and the second toe, and then thumb circling the big toe. And repeat on the other 3 lines, thumb pressing first again for up to 5 to 10 seconds, and then thumb circle line 2 between the tendons. And toe 2. Ensure the feet stay upright when working this movement. This is clearing the energy zones. And now I'm finger circling with my 3 middle fingers down the side of the foot. And then thumb circling the little toe. Pressing with my fingers between the toes. A very gentle press here. This is working the lymphatics of the head and neck. Ensure you watch the client's facial reactions. Palm walking again in between the movements to relax the client. And if you have a nervous, tense client, you can use more palm walking. Now I'm thumb pressing along the arch. You'll feel a groove. And I'm thumb pressing just underneath the bone. And then thumb walking back. This alleviates congestion either side of the spine. And now I'm palm walking again. I'm rotating the ankle clockwise 5 times. With large, slow, smooth, circular movements. And then repeating anti-clockwise. This improves the mobility of the ankle joints. Now I'm grasping the foot near the ankle and twisting the foot to the outside and leaning back with the movement. Working down the foot and back again. 5 movements in total. And now I'm changing hands and working the outside of the foot, taking the foot towards the inside and twisting and then pulling and leaning back. Observing your facial reactions of your client. And I'm rotating and circling the toe clockwise and anti-clockwise, and then pulling and leaning back. Repeating on the other toes. This is releasing any trapped energy from the joints and loosening and relaxing them. Repeating these movements on the other foot. Trying to make the circles as large as possible. Twisting the foot again. Ensure you're leaning back with your body weight, which creates the stretch. This improves the mobility of the ankles and works all the way up the back, improving also spinal flexibility. Ensure you drop your elbow when working the outside with the foot. And lovely stretch for yourself when you're leaning back as well. Making gentle rotations and gently pulling and leaning back. Be careful not to over pull. Placing the client's feet hip width apart, I'm palm pressing around the top of the ankles using my body weight, moving to the middle of the foot and repeating the palm press, and repeating again around the toes. So you have more flexibility at the middle of the foot and again more at the toes, and moving back again to the middle of the foot and back to the ankles. 5 palm presses in total. Placing the heel of my hand on the ball of the feet, and I'm pushing using my body weight, forward rocking movement. Pushing the feet towards the head, releasing pressure and pressing again. Releasing the pressure in between the movements. Three movements. This stretches the calf muscles, Achilles tendon, and works all the way up the lower back. Crossing the feet, crossing my hands on top and palm pressing down 3 times. The left foot is always on top first for a female and the right top on first for a male. Changing the cross of the feet and repeating 3 times. This is stretching the ankles and hips. Watch the client's facial reactions for feedback of pressure. We're repeating palming of the feet and legs, 3 palm presses. And then changing to walking. This is a relaxing movement. Gently rotating the knees clockwise and anti-clockwise. Where we've got more muscle above the knees, we can use more pressure. Ensure you're not working too close to the groin. Or the knees. Be cautious if a client has knee pain, taking the knees out to the side or actually doing this movement. With the palming, taking them out to the side can be painful for the knees. Finishing with walking the feet and 3 palm presses. Keeping the arms straight and the back. Using your body weight forward movement. Here I'm stretching, one hand on the ankle, the other below the groin area, and palm walking towards the knee, keeping it as rhythmic as possible, and then out again. Always start on the inside left leg first for a female, and the inside right leg first for a male. And using the body weight, rocking from side to side and then stretching the foot, lifting the ankle up and stretching the foot away. Into the thumb press walking, line 1. It begins underneath the ankle bone, just under the tibia, the shin bone, to just below the knee, and then starts above the knee up towards the groin area. You'll develop a feeling for these lines, never working too close to the groin, using even rhythmic thumb pressure. Not working too close to the knees. Line 2 runs along the mid-calf to the knee. And then just above the knee, along the middle of the thigh. Going as deep as you can with the thumbs, always using the ball of the thumb. Ensure you don't bring the thumbs too close to each other or on top of each other. Line 3 begins above the Achilles, works some curves around the calf muscle, the gastrocnemius muscle, to below the knee. And then on the thigh, just above the knee, just above the tendons at the back of the knee. And then palm walking, up and down the leg. And then stretching the ankle. Now stay on the same side, and we're working the outside leg of the other leg, leaning in, stretching, one hand just below the hip, the other on the foot, and then rolling the leg inwards, walking in towards the knee, and back out again. Rocking with your body weight from side to side. And out again and down again. And then stretching the foot. Line 1 commences the depression of the front of the ankles and runs along the groove below the tibia to just below the knee. And then from the corner of the kneecap, just above it, you'll feel a depression. And work up to just below the hip bone. You can see my leading hand has pointed downwards with the thumb up so it does not get in the way of the hip, and then returns back up. Line 2 begins above the ankle bone. You'll feel a depression, and you'll feel a groove which runs up to the side of the knee. And then above the knee, in the centre of the thigh. To just below the hip bone. And line 3 begins immediately above the Achilles tendon and curves around the calf muscle, the gastrocnemius muscle, to the knee. And then on the thigh continues above the tendons at the back of the knee. Never working too close to the knees, up towards the hip bone. Rocking from side to side with the movement. And then palming up and down the leg. So this relaxes the client before and after the energy lines thumbing. Repeating on the inside leg of the right leg on a female, and the left leg on a male, stretching the foot, palming into the knee and out, towards the groin and the ankle, and back towards the knee, using your body weight, rocking from side to side in a flowing rhythmic style, and then stretching the foot and ankle, repeating the thumbing on line 1. Ensure the thumb pressure is even, and watch the client's facial reactions for feedback. The pressure should be deep so that it's effective. But also should be comfortable pressure for your client. And working as deep as you can until you feel the thumbs cannot go in any further. And it's slow, progressive pressure. On to line 2. And then the third line. It's essential to include this in a Thai massage treatment. It's very good for improving client circulation throughout the body and good for achy and tired legs. And it stimulates and balances the energy flow throughout the body. Palming up and down the legs. Ensure you avoid working on areas with varicose veins. And stretching the foot. Stretching the foot inwards on the outside leg. And stretching the whole leg. Walking into the knee. And back out to the hips and the foot. Back to the knee and down to the foot. Rolling the leg inwards on the outside leg. And stretching the foot. Repeating the thumb presses on the energy line 1. Turning the hand down when you're getting up on line 1 towards the hip. Even, steady, rhythmic thumb pressure. Working downwards into the soft tissue. Line 2. You will learn to develop a feeling for these lines. Always watching clients' facial reactions. Moving on to line 3. You can work extra thumbing on areas that feel blocked or sensitive to balance the flow of energy throughout the body. This is the heart and soul of a Thai massage treatment. The more you practice, the more you will develop a feeling and intuition to the lines. Always ensure you're never working on bone. And then finishing with palming up and down the legs. And stretching the foot. Palm walking from above the knees up towards the groin. And back down towards the knees. Walking the foot and the thigh of the bent leg. And the calf and the thigh. Butterfly palming, heels of the hands together, up towards the groin and back down again towards the knee, using your body weight with the movements. Now repeating the calf and thigh. And repeating the foot and thigh. Holding above the ankle of the bent leg, and pushing with my foot, bending and straightening my leg with the movement. I'm taking the client as far as possible until I feel resistance. You may have to adjust your position either forward or back to be able to straighten your leg. Pushing the heel underneath the back of the knee and pushing with the other foot. Using the sole of your foot rather than the ball or the heel. Alternate walking. Placing the leg across my shin. I'm hooking in with my fingers into the outside line 1 and pulling towards me. You can see the position of my foot. And then walking back towards the knee, one hand and then the other. Supporting at the knee and knocking. Mindful of the release. Hooking my fingers into the inside line 1 and outside line 1 and walking one hand and then the other, interlacing my fingers, squeezing in with the heel of my hand and leaning back. Ensure that the foot is placed as close as possible to the buttocks for this movement. Leaning back to make the movement. Pointing my thumbs down. I'm now working line 3, inside and outside, with both thumbs pressing in. I've moved the foot towards me and moved back. Now I'm crossing my thumbs, clenching my fists and working down the back of the thigh, the centre of the back of the thigh where we have usually quite a lot of muscle. Going in as deep as you can, working all the way down towards the buttocks. And then walking back, one thumb and then the other thumb. I'm now hooking in with my fingers into the calf muscle and separating the calf, working down towards the Achilles tendon and then coming back up, walking. Squeezing in with the heels of my hands and pushing the muscle away Working down towards the Achilles and back up again. A nice palm circular to relax the calf. And now taking the knee towards the floor. Lovely spinal twist. My foot's just resting for support on their knee to keep, on their foot rather, to keep it in position. And then I'm pressing down on the shoulder and pressing down on the knee for up to 10 seconds. Placing the foot in my groin area, pushing the knee towards the chest while simultaneously palming down the thigh. To above the knee and back up again. Using my body weight, rocking forwards and back. It's a gentle palming on the leg. Now I'm pushing the knee again towards the chest with the heels of my hands together. Stepping my foot out wide, slowly bringing the leg towards the floor, palming the inside of the thigh with a downward pressure and a little forward movement, down and a little forward. Cupping the heel with my inside hand and lifting the heel up towards the ceiling, whilst at the same time palming gently down the outside of the thigh, synchronizing the movement with the palming and the pushing the heel up. And you're trying to palm towards the opposite shoulder, taking the knee towards the opposite shoulder. My inside foot is pressed into the buttocks, and my other foot is placed horizontally at the back of the thigh below the knee. And I'm bending and straightening my leg, keeping the leg at 90 degrees, and this is just pushing my sole into the muscle and gently pulling on the foot, pushing my toes into the buttocks and slowly straightening the leg. Bending the leg and straightening and pulling a little bit on the foot. Time for a breather. This is a stretch only for very flexible people, being very mindful of how you bend the knee into this position, and I'm very gently palming along the foot and up the thigh. Ensure you watch the client's facial reactions. You may wish to place a pillow underneath the knee, palming up the thigh and the calf. Very gently. Gently butterfly palming. We're repeating palming the calf and the thigh, gently rocking with my body weight. And repeating the foot and thigh. Chopping, keeping the elbows apart and the fingers apart. Mindful how you come out of this movement very slowly. Circling the knee to relax the knee. Pushing the heel and palming from above the knee. Going as far as you can until you feel the client's resistance. Slowly into the movements. My forearm is placed along the foot, and I'm lifting the leg up. Applying pressure on the ball of the foot creates a stretch. Gentle palming from above the knee up towards the groin. I'm leaning into the movement. Bending and straightening my leg. Ensure you watch the client's facial reactions. Giving the leg a shake. And stroking. That completes the first leg. Always work the left leg first for a female and the right leg first for a male. Repeating the movements on the other leg. I'm using my body weight, rocking rhythmically from one side to the other. This movement increases the flexibility and mobility in the hips and groin. Very good for the lower back, as are most of the single leg stretches, and releases tension in the adductor muscles and calf muscles. This routine may be shortened but very good to practice if clients are stiff in the hips. Bending and straightening my leg with the movement, trying to take the client to a right angle if they're flexible enough until you feel the resistance. So you may need to move position forward or back as your leg should straighten with the movement. These movements ease sciatica and are powerful for increasing the hip flexibility. Very good for lower back pain and relaxing the inner hamstring and groin. Walking with the feet. Only perform this movement on flexible clients and avoid if client has knee problems. The knee is placed at a very awkward angle, and I'm actually stimulating the outside energy line 1. Placing the heel as close to the buttocks as possible. Finger walking, working inside and outside lines 1, stimulating the energy flow. Leaning back with the movement. A lovely stretch for the lower back, lumbar and hip area. Good for sciatica. Thumb pressing the inside and outside energy line 3, which is stimulating the energy flow. Ensure you watch your client's facial reactions for the pressure. Moving back, moving the foot back. I'm crossing my thumbs, clenching my fists. Working not too close to the knee. And working deep into the muscle. This is relaxing the hamstring muscles and good for the lower back. Working the calf muscles, very good for sports people. Ensure you're not working too close to the Achilles tendon. Pushing the muscle away. Mindful of the pressure, often a sensitive area of the calves. So we're relaxing the calf muscles, the gastrocnemius and the soleus. A lovely spinal twist, improving spinal flexibility and releasing tension in the lower back. Mindfulness that you're not applying too much pressure to your client's foot. Should just be bridged across their foot. This is stretching and opening up the hips. Good for the lower back, sciatica, and the digestive system. If the foot doesn't feel comfortable or secure in your groin area, move your kneeling leg forwards. It's also stretching here the hamstrings and the buttock muscles, the gluteus maximus. Ensure you step your foot out wide and slowly, gently palming until you feel the resistance. This is improving the hip flexibility, opening the groin, and good for lower back pain, and relaxing the inner hamstrings. This stretch is coming from lifting up the heel, and it's a gentle palming on the outside of the thigh, taking the knee towards the opposite shoulder. Stretch slowly until you feel the resistance. A wonderful stretch for the hamstring and Achilles tendon. Good for the lower back, sciatica and hip mobility. My inside foot is into the buttocks, the toes, and I'm pressing the sole of the foot into the muscle. Keeping the leg at 90 degrees. Relaxes the hamstrings and lower back. My toes and ball of the foot is placed into the buttocks, and I'm leaning back and stretching and slightly pulling the foot. Bending the knee back, and my feet automatically move down into the buttocks. Hence the 123 automatic. Mindful of placing the knee into this awkward position, and it's an advanced movement for very flexible clients. If the knee does not come to the floor, place a cushion underneath and a very gentle palming of the foot and thigh. And now the calf and thigh. Never practice this on clients with knee problems. It's good for knee mobility and hip mobility and effective for treating sciatica. Palming the calf and thigh. And the foot and thigh. This routine may be shortened keeping the elbows apart when chopping and the fingers apart. And slowly and mindfully coming out of the movement. Gentle rotation of the knee. Pushing the foot out to the side until you feel the resistance, whilst palming the inside of the thigh. You need a wide stance for this movement. Leaning in towards the clients whilst applying pressure to the ball of the foot with the forearm. Ensure you watch clients' facial reactions. And it's a gentle palming on top of the thigh. You see my leg bend and straighten with the movement. Supporting underneath the back of the knee to bring the leg down and giving it a shake. All of the single legs are very powerful for the lower back and improving the circulation throughout the body. And repeating a palming of the feet and legs. Palm walking, rocking from side to side. Gentle rotation at the knees. This is a relaxation movement and can be used where appropriate, where it fits and flows into the massage. And finishing with 3 palm presses, leaning forward into the stretch, keeping the arms straight with most movements. Placing one hand across the foot and the other supporting the heels, pushing forward into a V shape. Asking your client to place their hands on the knees and lifting up again. Stepping across the arm if you have a flexible client, to take them into the plough with the feet over the head if flexible. Slowly and smoothly into the movement. This strengthens the back and shoulder muscles and improves flexibility of the spine, neck and hamstrings. One hand across the foot and the other cupping the heel. Pushing the foot slowly forward 3 times. Whilst applying pressure with the bent knee on the client's leg. Pressing down with the inner forearm and rolling. Trying to use your forearm which is closest to the elbow. This is a powerful stretch for the hamstrings. Pressing down with the elbow and releasing slowly. The 6 points we worked with the thumbs on the feet before. And releasing the pressure slowly. And this movement again can be felt all the way down the hamstring. Repeating the forearm rolling. Mindfully coming out of that movement. Supporting around the ankle, and I'm palming down the outside of the thigh, taking the knee towards the opposite shoulder. Palming down towards the buttocks and back again. This movement stretches the gluteus maximus, the buttocks muscles and the lower back, and is good for hip and knee mobility and sciatica. Knocking the foot and down the back of the leg, ensuring you're not working too close to the knee. Pushing forward 3 times. You can apply a little pressure on the bent leg with your bent knee. Holding the press for up to 5 to 10 seconds and slowly releasing. A gentle palming down the outside of the thigh, taking the knee towards the sternum or the opposite shoulder. I'm coming up onto my toes and slowly pushing the feet forward whilst applying pressure with the knees, trying to synchronize the movement. Omit this movement if the client has a period and ensure there's not too much pressure with the knees. Otherwise it'll feel uncomfortable on the client's spine. Stretches the hamstrings and the gluteus maximus, good for sciatica and lower back pain. Bringing the soles of the feet together and slowly pushing forward until you feel the resistance. Only for flexible clients, repeating 3 times. Stepping back half a stride, bringing the feet together again, and pressing down until you feel the resistance, and then forward. Again, 3 movements. Powerful for the hips and pelvic area and stretching the lower back, spine, gluteus maximus and hamstrings. Placing the feet into the knees, soles of the feet into my knees. My knees are together and my feet apart. And lifting up slowly. And then sitting down and holding the pose. This eases lower back and stretches the spine. My knees are stimulating the kidney reflexes on the client's feet. This requires a lot of balance and is an advanced technique. And holding the knees towards the chest for 10 seconds. And then rotating. This is a relaxing movement after the powerful stretches. Relaxing the hips and the lower back. 5 clockwise and 5 anti-clockwise. Swinging the legs from side to side relaxes the lower back. And shaking them. Palm walking. The soles of the feet are together. This is opening up the hips. Just making gentle initial contact with the stomach. This is a vulnerable area. Watching the client's facial reactions and seeing how they're breathing. Allow 2 hours after eating a meal before giving the client the massage. And just making some gentle palm presses and seeing how the client's receiving the pressure. Pushing it into the solar plexus here with my fingertips. And a gentle palm circular to relax the client before moving on to deeper work. I'm placing my hands above the pelvis, point 1, pressing down on the out breath, and then on the second out breath I'm pushing the heels of the hands towards the navel and then drawing the fingertips back towards the navel. Point 2 again is above the pelvis to the side, pressing down on the out breath. On the second breath, pushing towards the navel and drawing back. The third point is at the side of the stomach. Pressing down is working the client's organs. And pressing towards the navel and drawing back is working the digestive system. Point 4 below the ribs. Pressing down this time with the fingertips. And then drawing towards the navel with the fingertips and pushing with the heel of the hand. Point 5 below the sternum, the solar plexus, pressing down with the fingertips, drawing towards the navel with the fingertips and pushing with the heel of the hand towards the navel. Point 6 is below the ribs. On the opposite side, again pressing down with the fingertips and drawing towards the navel and pushing towards the navel with the heel. Point 7 is the side of the stomach. Still using the fingertips. This is an area which often holds tension. Point 8, above the pelvis. And point 9, above the pelvis. Ensure you're working with the client's breath and you're pressing down on the out breath. It has an overall calming effect and encourages deeper breathing. And relaxing with palm circles. And then the 6 points of the abdomen. Points 3 and 4 opposite the navel. Points 5 and 6 below the navel. Back to points 3 and 4. And points 1 and 2. Palm circle. Be very sensitive with your pressure. Now I'm going to thumb walk around the border of the abdomen. Slow, deep moving thumb pressure. Again, being very mindful of the client's facial reactions. And if need be, use less pressure. Palm circling again to finish. And now finger circling using my 3 middle fingers and using more the pads of the middle fingers. This is good for respiratory problems. And I'm now finger circling underneath the clavicle bone. And finger circling the back of the shoulders, the trapezius muscle. And then hooking in with my fingers and lifting up. The head stays on the floor. And working this 3 times. A good stretch for the neck. Palm pressing on the pectoral muscles, leaning into the stretch. Pressing in with the heel of the hand into the pectoral muscles. And then I'm palm walking. And repeating the palm pressing again. Opening up the shoulders and the upper back, stretching the pectoral muscles and relaxing the upper trapezius muscles.